guests coming from outside.
Zoom कर लो।
Very warm welcome. Now the topic today, it is not thought, it is thought properly, thought and then only put forward, but it is discussed from the world these days. It's not only in India. World is talking on this Viksit Bharat. It talks about inclusive growth, it talks about leadership, it talks about sustainability. Most important thing is sustainability. And before I move further, I will talk to you what is the latest situation in the world, economies, where India stands now, as of now. India is as such fifth economy of the world right now, in the sense after Japan, but it goes on changing. You see, after some time, 3-4 months, 2 months, Japan is fifth, India is fourth. And America, of course, is number one, having 30.6 trillion economy, dollars. Next comes China with $19.4 trillion economy. Third comes Germany, $5 trillion. Then, of course, Japan, 4.3 to 4.4 trillion dollars. Then comes India, 4.2. It goes on up and down between Japan and India. This is one way of arriving at the number. It's not only number game. Then America would have been throughout the world, no? Some people hate also America. Leave that. This one way, this is nominal rate, exchange rate. On the basis of that, India is number 5 now. But India is actually number 3. If it is PPP, purchasing power parity, if you take that into account, India is right now number 3. And China is number 1, $41 trillion. And America is saying almost $30.5 trillion. India is $26 trillion. Then comes Russia, $7 trillion. Then Japan, 5. Purchasing power parity. Now coming to Viksit Bharat, developed India. Right, that's on the stage of reaching to that. But do you think you reflect, will it be achievable? Is India going to be developed by 2047? You reflect at your own place. Okay? You need not answer me. Is it possible? That you have to see, okay, understand. And it is not the ultimate aim actually. We are developed economies. There are so many developed economies right now also. Australia, America, many other countries, Italy, many countries are developed. Australia is fixed area, many others, including this, what we are talking about, 5-6 countries. But that's not the target. This is the milestone. 247 is the milestone. It's not the end of the journey. It's a journey actually. And on the way, this is a milestone that is 2047, we should achieve this much. And that's it. There are many things here. Inclusive growth, sustainability. I will be not talking everything. I will take care of only this what we call leadership role. Because unless your dispensation at the center means the government in the country, of that country who's talking about achieving some target, if that's not futuristic, that's not having a vision, they're not working on that, they are not bothered about people, if they're not bothered, then only you can achieve the targets. Then only you can become Viksit. Then only you can become developed country. It is the dispensation which is at the center. Center which I mean the government. Here in this case, central government led by Mr. Modi, okay, it's understood. It is his vision. He has come up with these things. I will talk about the leadership role. Why he is able to attain this. He had said 2 years back, we'll be 5 trillion economy. And now next year we are going to be, maybe by this year end only, not next also. We are already 4.2. It's going up. And India is the only country in the world whose GDP is growing up and up for the last 4-5 years. And here I will take particular section now. I don't know how many people you have heard of. Global South. There's Global North also. That's more important. But if you go by literal sense, South, South means South, downwards. But it is actually not that. How they have defined it, that is a different story. There's a Global North also, Global East also, Global West also. When this government came in the beginning, they were talking about Look East policy. Look East policy. Now, because of his popularity, his vision, his mission, his capability of taking drastic decisions, not backing out, see, of late, what happened with Trump and this tariffs and all that? He didn't buckle down. Okay, then this global south means countries which are not literally southern parts of the world. India is, I said, above equator. So is China. China is also included in south, global south. But Australia is not included, though it is really in the south, southeast. No, it's a continent in itself. So this is a big problem. Since we conducted G20 conferences, we yesterday only concluded AI Impact 2026. It was also successful in the sense, Ambani, he placed $110 billion. That means investment has started coming. And that's why your economy will grow. Then we will be richer. Okay, so this South, global South, India has been more powerful there. It has been able to attack people, the countries. Since the world is in multipolar, polarities there. One is attached to one group, another is attached to another group, another is American group, another is NATO group, Quad group, or whatever. So India is also part of Quad. Anyway, earlier India was non-aligned movement there was. Now, problem is India is attached with none. It's signing business with everybody. It doesn't say, I hate American, no. It says no. Trump is also good. It doesn't say Putin is bad, they are doing business with that also. Because he is seeing his own interest. His interest of his own people, of his own country. Recently, when last time in 23, there was G20 meeting. So in that, he was able to put African Union as permanent member on that G20. So that is his power. That was the successful story of the leadership quality. It's not only speaking, saying, but it should be effective also. People should recognize. So there are many things. You have to be strict, not strict in this thing. You should stick to your decision and you should think about your country or your people. And of course, not only that, why he has been successful in bringing people? Recently there has been free trade agreements. Of late there was, that was termed as mother of all treaties. Then this EU came. Recently, just 1 month back. EU. It was so successful. So India is trying to have more control, more power, attacking people because of its soft power. It's not going to be hard, harsh. I will attack you, I will not trade with you the way America does. If nobody listens to him, he says, I will attack Iran, I will attack so-and-so, I will raise the tax 100%, just like that. With cooperation, with helping nature in other countries, it has been doing trade with many countries. It has been, many people talked about vaccination. That's called vaccine mandate, they will title something like that, because it was able to help so many countries, almost 98 countries. And first thing that was Bhutan only. First lot was sent to Bhutan. Time injection, no? Later here was Europe having a big country, so then it has to curtail. But many countries, India has helped. India has helped in bringing people back from war-torn areas. No? And it's not very difficult to come out. So Ukraine war, Russia war, Indian students, Pakistani students, any people, India got them back. Anyway, in Iran, anywhere. So that is how the leadership is acknowledged, how they work. It's not only threatening people, countries, invading, aggressive nature, no. Inclusive nature, the way they were saying in political. These are geopolitical situations very turbulent. So it is your nature, how you say, how you talk to people, how you. And he was talking to Putin also. No? It's not a time for war and all that. So it didn't create a problem with him. He didn't create a problem. Trump also, but Trump was slightly stubborn. He also says, let's make America great again. MAGA. Why he has to make great again? If America is already great, he says, we are a great country. What has they done? Similarly, Vixen War is not the end of the story. It is just the beginning. Can we achieve it or not? Because we have at that time $30 trillion economy at least, 30 to 40 actually. We have to see people being literate, good quality education, world class education, hunger free, poverty free. Everybody should be happy. Some people was talking about happiness index. Yes, Bhutan is there. Though they have even propounded this idea, gross national happiness. No, people say it's the happiest country. But I didn't find everybody was happy. In fact, in that index, Norway is number one here. Though Bhutan has propounded this GNH idea in 72, but it's a lovely country different. We have to control environment, environment is the pollution. We have to save the environment. And there are 2-3 countries in the world. Number one, Bhutan, which is carbon negative. We have to work towards that. Carbon negative means if you put more carbon, it can absorb. Because there were a lot of jungle, a lot of trees. And in their constitution, they say 60% of the land area should be covered with forest. Right now, they have got 70%. But the country which has got 85% of this forest cover is South American country, Suriname. So these things, if you are able to project, protect, work on, and it's not a single person job, I'm not talking it's government job, no, it's every person's job. The way people say gross domestic product, GDP. I want to add to it actually gross domestic participation. Everybody has to participate. It's not my job, it's anybody's job. And it has been seen, and if India has to really achieve $30 trillion economy by 2047, it is growth rate has to be at least 7% continuously for these 20 years, 21 years. It's very difficult to sustain. No other country has sustained so far, as history says, we'll see. But if it sustains, that's okay. And it will, given the will of the people, of the government, of that time. So you have to ponder over it, read more, try to understand more, how you can contribute. See, we have found one more thing I'll say you. Retired people who retire on the government job, not only government job, any job, normally 60 years or 50 years, say cut off from 60. What happens to them? Of course, we are a young population. Median age is 29, 30. 65% of our population is young. That's the asset. But people who are 60 plus, up 70, 80, and beyond 80, there are almost 15 crore people. 60 to 70, 10 crores. 70 to 80, 4 crore. Rough, it's not exactly there. Okay. 80 to 90, 1 crore. And see, and most of the people are hale and hearty. They can walk, they can talk. Of course, there are people who can't walk, they have a disease, they have a problem. But many people in these categories, 60 and above, they are physically fit. And they are knowledgeable. Professors retired, CEOs retired, industrialists retired, they said now it's enough. They got a lot of experience. lot of money, they can help people, they can teach people, students. So that's also an asset actually that they are contributing. That's one of the factors why India is growing the fast. So we should not omit or forget that population, which is already experienced. Now young students have to gain experience. But they are already experienced, they can tell you more, they can guide you more properly. And that's also contribution towards Viksit Bharat only. Okay. And last of all, these students who are here, you are really lucky. You are this time how much? 20, 21, maybe 19. Leave 19, we will say 20, 21, even 22. By the time you come in middle age, say 40, 45, 20, 47, you'll be the luckiest person. So many people right now who are 40, 45, they are not lucky. They were not lucky some 10 years back. You will be the luckiest people. Because at 45 years only, you will have no problem, you will have the jobs, you have the money, you have the happiness, you have the medical facilities, everything. So you are lucky, so you have to work also on this. So work, whatever contribution you can make. Okay. Okay, on this note, I will leave it here, otherwise I want to say more also, but many people have covered already. I didn't want to say, I wanted to go something different. Okay, so all the best.